This can is going to have a top and a bottom. And it's going to have this thing around the outside. Now let's talk about the label. Suppose you were saving, back like in the old days we saved Campbell's soup labels, and you brought them in. You didn't bring in just that little box top for education like we do now. You actually brought the soup label in. What does a soup label look like? What does it look like, Kayla?
Like when it's on the can or when it's off?
When it's off the can.
Okay.
It looks like a rectangle, that's right. It's exactly like a rectangle. Because if you were to slice this right here and stretch it out, you'd have a rectangle. But if you had a rectangle, you would know how high it was, but how long would it be? What do you think?
That would be the circumference of the circle.
That's right, that would be the circumference of the circle. So if we are going to find the surface area of this can, we're going to have to find the area of the top and the bottom, which means we've got two circles we have to find the area for. So that's going to be the two areas of the base plus the perimeter of the base, which is going to be a circle, or the circumference, times the height of the can. Now, that's a pretty simple formula, but you know what? It gives you trouble because it's got ugly numbers to it. Okay? Suppose we have a circumference or a radius here of 2, and we have a height of 5. And we want to find the surface area of that particular can or cylinder. What do? Well, the surface area is going to equal 2 times. How do we find the area of that circle? Brenna?
Pi times 2. So 3.14 times 2.
Pi is right, but
Oh, times 2 squared.
2 squared, that's right. And we don't have to divide it because it's a full circle. All right, plus, now over here we have to find the perimeter of the circle, or the circumference. How do you find the circumference of that circle? How do you find it, Ella?
3.14 times the diameter.
Okay, so it's going to be 3.14 times, what is the diameter?
4.
Okay, good. Times the height of the can, which is 5. Okay. Now we've got a lot of numbers there, see? And we want to find out what they're going to be. The surface area is going to equal 2 times 3.14 times 4 plus 3.14 times 20. All right? 2 times 4 is how much, folks? Everybody. 8, okay. So you're going to have 8 times 3.14 plus 20 times 3.14. Now those numbers don't seem to be so bad, do they? Can you do that? What is 8 times 3.14? Tell me. You do it. What is it, Georgia Lee? 25.12. You guys agree with her? Did she do it right? Okay. And what is 20 times 3.14? 62.8. So what is the surface area of that can or that cylinder? What is it, Gabe? 87.92, and it would be units squared. Whatever the units are that they give it would be squared. Anytime you have area, it's going to be square. That's just the way it is. If you're finding any kind of area, it's square. All right, now at the same time, we need to find the volume because they're going to give you both of them. This is easier. You don't have as many numbers to contend with. Okay, so we're going to have volume equals the area of the base times the height. All right, now we found that the area of the base up there was 3.14 times 4. 3.14 times 4. And then we have to multiply it by the height, which is 20. Well, look, we just did 20 times 3.14.
I thought that height was 5.
Yeah, not 20, because we're gonna get 20. We've multiplied to get 10 and 20, so that means we are gonna have a volume of 62.5 units, and what's it gonna be?
62.8.
Yeah, 62.8, what units what? What's it gonna be, Elijah? Cubed. When you're finding volume, it has to be cubed. Now, the surface area is what you would cut out if you worked in a metal factory someplace and you had to put it all together and make this nice looking thing, whatever it would be. The can. If it was a tuna fish can, it might be smaller, it might not be as big high, or if it was a, big soup can, it might be even more. But a can is gonna be determined by the height and the radius. The volume is what you put inside. So you got the can on the outside, you got a label around it, but in order to find the volume, you have to figure what you're gonna put inside. Are you gonna put tuna fish inside? Are you putting soup inside, peaches? Whatever it is you're gonna put inside, that's the volume. Make sense? I want you guys to try this one. Alright, we have a can. With a cylinder like this, it has a radius of 3. It has a little bitty can, cat food or something, and it has a height of 1. Okay? I want you to find the surface area first. The way you started? And then you're going to do now, before you ever started working with the numbers at all, how many of you have that on your paper? All right, so we're on the right track. Now, you might not get the right answer because you didn't manipulate the numbers correctly. I do that all the time. But if you've got this far, you're on the right track. All right, anybody got it finished? Okay, Kayla, what'd you get? 56 point what? 0.52. Is that what you got?
I got 75.36 units per.
75.6.
36.
36? Okay, how about you, Ella? What'd you get? As Brennan? All right. Anybody else got a different answer? Anybody else got an answer? Hannah, what do you have?
I got
66.36. Emma, what do you have?
I got 75.26.
2? That's 75.26. Oh goodness, we have a lot of choices. Anybody else got something different? All right, well, let's look at this. This says 2 times 3.14 times 9, folks, not 6, plus 6 times 3.14. 3 squared. Okay, did you use 6? That's why you have to be very careful about that. If you're going to square the 3, then you have to have the 9. All right, so then we've got 18.
Wait, I didn't finish yet. Don't give us the answer.
I'll just copy down what you want.
No, he wants to get the answer, and he can do it. That's fine. It'll take me a while. 2, 11, 25. 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 5. So there's 56.52 right there. That's just the first part of it. Then we have to have 3.14 times 6. And we have to add the two of them together. So there's 6, 13, 15, 75. 75.36. Did you get it?
Yes.
Oh, good, okay. All right, find the volume. What did you get out?
No, I had a question.
Oh, yes, what's your
Would
question?
the area of the base be the 56.52?
No, because we multiplied it by 2.
So
We had to do it by 2 because we have a top and a bottom.
Alright, so
It just would be the 9 times 3.14.
alright.
Joycelyn?
Are we taking answers?
Sure, I'll take your answer. What do you got?
28.26.
28.26, okay. What did you get, Alice?
2.
Okay. How about you? 18.89, okay. 84. All right. How about you, Thomas? Yeah, we would have units of some kind on the end there. Okay, anybody else? All right, well, the first thing we have to do is we have to go 3.14 times 9. It's going to be 3 squared because the area is pi r squared. And then we're going to multiply that by 1, which is not much of a thing to mess with, right? So we're going to go 3.14 times 9. 6, 12, 28. So we get 28.26. And Thomas is right, it would be units cubed, whatever they might be. Okay? Now, 2 things about tomorrow you can have off, Jessica.